Hi, what's up? It's Jamie here. I'm with the Midwest Peak Adventure Club, and we're going to teach you a skill today that was very important to the Native Americans, and that is maple tapping. Behind me is the tree Acer saccharum, also known as the maple tree. This tree back here behind me is a sugar maple tree, and it yields the most sugar out of any maple species compared to red maple and black maple and silver maple. So the way the Native Americans identified this tree was first in the springtime, probably looking at the leaves. Now the leaves are 5-lobed, like they look like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't have access to the leaves in the wintertime, you can also identify it by the bark. Now the bark is going to be, in a mature tree, it's going to be platy, and it looks like you could probably peel off the plates vertically. So it kind of looks like this. The plates, and you can peel off the bark like that. The Native Americans, namely the Native Americans living in the Great Lakes region, like the Ojibwa, the Ottawa, the Chippewa, Algonquian, those tribes tapped the sugar maple tree, and they used it in their barter system. And then the white man came, and they pretty much copied what the Native Americans did and made sugar as well. So we're going to show you how to master that skill.
With all maple trees, what they do is they store their sugars down in the roots, and then as it starts to get warmer in springtime, transpiration starts pulling the sap up the tree at about the phloem, which is about 1.5 inches in. So the outer bark in the shell is where it's growing, and then its transport system is about 2 inches, well, about 1.5 inches into the tree bark. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill our hole. We're using a very small hole. We're just using our drill bit and a little bit of copper piping. And whatever hole you're drilling, you want to make sure that your drain pipe or your spout or spigot will fit snugly into the hole so you're not losing sap everywhere. Now when you drill, you want to make sure you clear off a nice space for the bark. And you want to drill at an upward angle so that the sap can drain out. So we drilled our hole, and the temperatures, like I said earlier, we wait till the temperature gets to about 40 degrees, and then transpiration starts to take over, and it starts, when the trees start budding, it starts sucking up the sap from the roots. So what we're going to do is, we're not even using a hammer for this one. As you can see, actually the sap's already starting to pour out. So we're going to insert our tube, which is just a little bit of flexible copper tubing, so we can kind of bend it to where we need to do it.
Okay, this is where we stuck the copper pipe in the tree, and now the sap is going down, down, down into the gallon jug, and here it is if you want to see it dripping. Check it out. At this point in time, you want to just check up on the jug periodically to see when it fills up, and this can take probably about 24 hours depending on the rate of the sap flow. Once you collect the sap, you want to quickly bring it in to the stove area and start boiling right away, because the UV light from the sun can actually make it go rancid really fast. Okay, so what we collected was about a cup of maple sugar, which is just water and the sugars from the tree, the life force of the tree. We extracted it. And we put it on the stove, and we're basically going to do a reduction, meaning we're going to boil off all the water and we're going to have the sugar left over. Things that you want to look for are, once this starts to be a rolling boil, you want to make sure that you see foam on the top. And once that foam starts turning brown, then you have a finished product of maple syrup. So this 1 cup is probably going to yield like a shot of maple syrup. This is what a reduction looks like. And as you can see, you have a little bit of juice there. That's about all the syrup that we managed to boil off. So, next time, we're gonna watch it closer so that it doesn't burn.